Hey guys, how you doing? It's Fraser and welcome back to my channel, where today we are looking at the two grips that you can use when it comes to front squatting. Now there's two grips available. One is the front rack position, the second one is the cross grip. We'll get into both. I've got some real world examples of my athletes using both. But before we get started, best just to give a tip of the hat to front squat and why you would use it. Right, it's great for developing leg strength. It's just another squat pattern that you can overload, so that's fantastic. With the barbell being in front of you, it allows more of a counterbalance when you go down than say a back squat. So when you're down, you might be able to get a little bit lower than you can on the back squat. A little bit more knee flexion. The torso is certainly more upright. It has to be to make a successful lift. And therefore really good for developing the quads and the glutes, which is great for acceleration. So if you're getting relatively stronger on the barbell front squat and you're doing the correct speed work, you're going to get faster off the mark. For example, if you squat 100 kilos in the front squat and that bumps up to 150 kilos over X amount of time, and you're doing the speed work, chances are you're going to get faster. We see this all the time with the young fellas. Not that they get to 150 when they're 16, but you can see the point. If they go from being able to do 40 kilos to 100 kilos, for example, and they're doing the rest of the program, they get significantly faster off the mark. So, two grips to take when it comes to front squatting. The first is the front rack grip, as used by Sam Evans here. Now, the reason that is advantageous is because it allows you to do a whole host of athletic things. For example, clean and all clean variations end up in the front rack position. So it's a good idea to get strong and comfortable in that position. Also, jerk variations, split jerk, power jerk, and push press variations all end up in the front rack position. So again, it just opens up a whole host of doors for you if you can learn that position. There might be a little bit of flexibility you have to work on to get there, or it just might not be physically possible with your anatomy, and that's fine. That's why we have the cross grip, which you can use for front squatting as well. No, you can't use it for other activities like, you know, push press, jerk, etc., etc. But for front squatting, it's also fine. I just like to push the boys into using the front rack position for the reasons I just mentioned. So guys, let's look at the cross grip position, because the front rack position speaks for itself. It's very simple. The hands are out of the way of the shoulders, so a little bit wider than your shoulders. So come down, come up, and then you lose your voice. That's a good thing. So front rack position, the most important thing is the weight is on your shoulders. That's the front rack position. The weight has to be on your shoulders, not on your hands, not on your wrists. One of the problems that we have with the young guys when they're learning, so they go through their goblet squat and their squat pattern, and it's time to do barbell front squat, is they get sore wrists when they're doing it only because they're letting their elbows drop. What's the solution to that? Coaching, 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 of course. But also there is the zombie squat, which one of the young guys are doing here. Now that really focuses in keeping the upper body exactly where it should be, and then allows for a better front squat. So we use zombie squats just for teaching the posture of the upper body to get guys comfortable with the barbell on their shoulders, and yes, it will be touching the neck as well. And once they're comfortable with that and they've kind of accepted that's what's happening in front squat, then we quickly get them into front squat and start to progressively overload that, and there's no problems with the wrists because now they've learned to really keep everything nice and upright, thoracic extended as much as can be. So that's the zombie squat. Now, going back to the cross grip on the front squat, it's very, very simple. People always get it wrong. All you're doing is this. So, thumb here, over, there, and it's the same principle in that the barbell needs to be on your shoulders. It needs to be on your shoulders and touching your neck. It can be very comfortable to front squat here, not a problem. But what I do see is people kind of coming in and just trying to figure out then how, like 1, 2, you're in, you're up. Like that, nice and easy. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you found this video useful, please do give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, I would encourage you to ask them in the comment section and I will get back to you. And as ever, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.